been up. And man, so what'd you do to get your mind right to decide and all the way? And
well, I mean, I can't lie. I ain't got nothing else to do but be home. So it was like the perfect time where I was like, yo, I ain't got nothing else to do. So I jumped on it. The first 2 weeks were terrible. I couldn't have conchas. I couldn't have, any type of food that had to do with like tortillas and quesadillas. I couldn't do any of that. And my boy, I had seen him. He had lost 115 pounds.
And he did the carnivore?
He did all carnivore, just all meat, bro. So people be like, man, what are you eating? Like, how do you do it? I can't diet. I'm like, bro, I don't diet. I'll be grubbing. Like right now, I just got done eating a 3x3 and I still had some chicken. I just cut out, like it was a 3x3, but it was just the cheese and some onions. And then the first 2 weeks, I was a little bit crazy because it was like, you miss the sugar, you miss the carbs. And then so your body's like, what is going on? And then
it's like withdrawal.
Yeah, all the withdrawals, bro. And then I just started going more and more. And then I started learning like all the like health issues that like come with all the stuff we eat. And as Latinos, we go and soup.
Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all could only have heard what we were talking about. But it's your boy Chingo Bling. Thank you guys so much for tuning in right here on CBTV. Another Chingo Bling live. Shout out to my producer, Compound Films, aka Frank Lopez. Brr, brr, brr. Yo, this week, man, I got my homie. We go way back. I remember first seeing this dude on my timeline. People were tagging me on stuff like, yo, this is other crazy Latino dude, man. He got some boots and a hat, and he's slam dunking on this other little dude, and we don't know what's going on. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Jay Mendoza.
Hey, Chingo, appreciate you having me, dog. It's been a minute, dog.
I know it's a Zoom call, man, but just pretend we were in a sold-out theater like Jay Mendoza.
All right, stop, guys. I get it.
Come on, everyone sit down. We got to show.
Yeah, come on, man. We got to talk. Come on, what's up?
Yo, man. So how are things on the West Coast, brother? Are you in LA at the moment?
Yeah, I'm in LA. Born and raised here, so I don't have nowhere else to go. And it's quarantine mode. Everything's shut down. Just day to day, you got to remember to take your mask. Even though I go everywhere and I forget my mask, and I got to go back home and get my mask. And I'm like, bro, like mask game right now,
Yo, is literally everything still shut down? Like, what are y'all able to do or go?
I mean, it's just weird. Like, if everything's open, like restaurants, the beach, but everybody's awkward. Like, they look at you like, yo, like, 3 feet, no pressure. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. Social distance. And then it's just like, you go to restaurants, they got this big old shields, and like, it's weird, bro. So like,
yeah.
I mean, I might as well just eat at home. That's all I've been doing. So if you see, I got neck now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see you, man. You slimmed up. I didn't know what. I didn't want to start, drug accusations.
Yeah, man. I lost 36 pounds, bro.
Congrats. I want to ask you how you did it, but I know in a Latino household, they're probably like, hey, está malito, he's sick. Eat. So how'd you do it, brother?
So, I mean, my mom right now is like, Junior, ¿qué te está pasando? And I'm like, wow, what do you mean? No, estás bien flaco. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, tienes que comer. I'm like, dude, I do eat. Like, it's crazy. So currently I got tired of having the dad body, bro. Like, and I got tired of just looking on camera and I'm like chubby and you know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I gotta let this go. So I jumped on like a carnivore diet. And all I eat is protein, bro. Protein. I cut off the sugar, cut off the carbs. I fast every Tuesday. So it's been 36 pounds, bro. And since March, when the quarantine started.
Yo, so what has that done for your confidence?
Man, I can look down and I'm swinging. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, damn! But I don't know what happened. Hold on.
Hey, man, they say with 36 pounds, man, they say you gained a whole centimeter right there.
Hey, hold on. Hey, did you disappear? I don't see you.
I'm here. You might have swiped something.
Damn. Hold on.
I see you though.
Yeah, no
Okay.
worries. You can
Come to
figure
the
it out.
light.
No worries. It's pre-recorded, so you can figure it out.
Okay. All right. I'll just keep looking like I don't even see.
No, I'm saying you can try to get us back on there.
Okay. Hold on. Back to meeting. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. All right.
Cool.
I'm back.
And
Yeah. So so you did the carnivore diet, and your confidence been up, and man. So what'd you do to get your mind right to to decide and all the way? And
Well, I
go
mean, I
in?
can't lie. I ain't got nothing else to do but be home. So it was like the perfect time where I was like, yo, I ain't got nothing else to do. So I jumped on it. The first 2 weeks were terrible. I couldn't have conchas. I couldn't have, any type of food that had to do with like tortillas and quesadillas. I couldn't do any of that. And my boy, I had seen him. He had lost 115 pounds.
And he did the carnivore?
He did all carnivore, just all meat, bro. So people be like, man, what are you eating? Like, how do you do it? I can't diet. I'm like, bro, I don't diet. I be grubbing. Like right now, I just got done eating a 3x3 and I still had some chicken. I just cut out, like it was a 3x3, but it was just the cheese and some onions. And then the first 2 weeks, I was a little bit crazy because it was like, you missed the sugar, you missed the carbs. And then so your body's like, what is going on? And then
It's like withdrawal.
Yeah, all the withdrawals, bro. And then I just started going more and more. And then I started learning like all the like health issues that like come with all the stuff we eat. And as Latinos, we go and super or superior, wherever you go, like, and it's Coke and chips and doing all this stuff. So we're not really educated. And it's crazy, man. I take off my shirt everywhere I go now, dog. I'm like, what's good, dog? Like, my confidence is.
You like, yo. You like, yo, quarantine. Hey, we going for a walk. Hey, we going for a walk. We got to get our sunlight.
Yeah, man, but it's dope, man, because, like, I learned that, like, because it's like a whole challenge that we're in. It's like 90 people. And all together, I think in 1 month, we lost like 1,000-something pounds. And it was cool. It's dope, too, because it's all minorities, Latinos and blacks, and stuff we were never educated on, bro.
You know what's interesting, man, is like the carnivore diet. I've been hearing a lot more about it. I don't know if it's still kind of underground or what, but the good thing about it, I know off top, is that you for sure are getting all your protein, because I feel like that's another thing. Like me and my girl, I'll be on her. I was like, hey, you be trying to like skip meals and like, just give me one waffle. You know what I mean? Whatever. Like she be like trying to cut corners on the diet. It's like, yo, you're gonna end up missing out on protein and shit. Yeah. So with the carnivore diet, you're definitely getting your protein. That's for sure.
Bro, I get in the morning. I take a protein shake, 3 scoops of protein shake, chug it all down. Then like an hour later, I'll have some egg whites with some turkey. And then later on, so basically it's lean meals, and then you can have a balanced meal. So like I'll have shrimp, I'll have fish, I'll have chicken breast during the day. Then right now in the afternoons, I'll have like the fattiest stuff, which is like burger patties. I have steaks. I'll have literally anything. Chicken wings, whatever. Like you're killing them, but it's just no tortilla, no, the ketchup, but I use sugar-free ketchup. It's just the substitutes of just getting rid of all the sugars, because everything has sugar.
Yeah. They stick it in everything. So you about to go from being influencer to like role model and shit.
Oh man, I'm living, bro. I just want to enjoy life, and I want to be able to run with my kids. I'm not trying to be in my 40s with diabetes, bro. Like I got homies that are diabetic and they're in their 30s, So I'm trying to educate people and tell people like, yo, what I did. Like I want to be an example, but I feel like as Latinos, like we don't believe in anything until we actually see it. So I was like, I'm gonna do it myself so I can be an example and be like, yo, look what I did. And then motherfuckers gonna be like, how'd you do it, fool? How'd you do it? Oh, now you want to know. I've been telling you guys that I've been doing it, but you guys didn't want to jump on it.
Now you want to be like Chingo Bling on a Zoom call. Yo, fool. So like, what's the link What's the link on it? Send me a PDF, bro.
Hey,
I'm over here like, how many egg whites is it? Is that 10 a.m.? So
bro.
tell me about Tuesday.
And I never knew that you could fast, bro. Like I fast. What? Now I be fast.
So you'll go a whole day without eating?
Yeah, one day. I just drink water. Water, sparkling water. They got these flavored sparkling water. It's bomb, bro. Zero sugar, zero everything, bro.
A whole day. So at what point are you like, do you ever get to that point you're like, all right, man, I just need some lunch?
No, man, I just be keeping myself busy. I'll go play golf. I'll go do all kinds of stuff while I'm fasting, and I'm cool. Like it's cool. Just drink water, keep myself hydrated.
Who you golf with, bro?
A bunch of my homies. I got a homie who sells golf balls, so he always hooks me up with balls, and then he has hookup at other courses. And then I got my other homie. He's like one of my big homies. He's in his 60s, but he owned like over 40 dealerships all over the U.S. And he was born in Mexico, bro. Millionaire, which is, to me, it's like, damn, it's dope to see, because it's like, I want to be like that. You know, somebody that came to the U.S., succeeded, did what he had to do. Now he has a daughter that's an engineer, a daughter that's a doctor, and another daughter who's a lawyer. So I'm like, yo, that's inspirational. I want to kick with that guy, you know?
Yeah, hell yeah. Be on the golf course with him as much as possible.
Hell yeah, that's all I'm doing. So
how's the family, man? How y'all been during this quarantine? I'm seeing a lot of crazy images, man. The fires, all that. It's not affecting you?
I mean, right now, as we speak, like, I look at my cars and all full of ashes, bro. So it's pretty bad. And then the heat, that we had a crazy heat waves the last 2 days. It was like 112, 110. Yeah, in LA, bro. We've never seen anything like that. So it's crazy, man. I mean, I'm blessed to live in a house that I bought last July. So it was my first home. And I know,
yeah, congrats.
I know you educated me from the beginning, like, invest your money. And
yeah.
Because in your mind, you're probably just talking about it, but I took notes, dog. I took notes.
Hey, no, in my mind, I'm like, hey man, don't be getting a bunch of jewelry, dog. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like me. Hey man, strip clubs, stay up out the strip clubs.
Yeah. Nah, man, I've been happy, man, and enjoying and investing my money. And this is my crib. I've been buying Impalas right now because they're skyrocketing. Lowriders are crazy right now for some reason.
No shit. It's like the stock market, man.
Oh yeah, dude, I got like four Impalas sitting in my driveway right now. I bought some for like 19K, 15K, 30K, and I've been holding them. They're like double the price right now, so I'm getting ready to sell them.
So it's just in a matter of how long the price,
after this whole quarantine, because out here we didn't have nothing else to do, but people started doing cruises. So, you know, we're popular for like Van Nuys Boulevard, Whittier Boulevard, Huntington Park, all these local, you know, cities that they were just putting cruises together. So they just started getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then next thing you know, everybody was trying to jump in a lowrider and go to the cruise. So, dude, they're flying, like literally, they're flying, bro. Everybody wants an Impala right now.
That is an amazing thing about the economics of COVID. Like you just described it. People had to go back to social distancing. People remembered, like, yo, when we used to do the car thing, like, that's still legit. Yeah. Just kind of like the same way comedy clubs might be closed, but the drive-in theaters are open.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, so like it's crazy how you would never think, like, all right, if there's a global pandemic, hobby custom cars are gonna go up in value, and it's like, well, what? How'd you put the math? Well, social distancing, people need something to do. Eventually, they're gonna get bored. They're gonna, in the communities, get these get-togethers.
Yeah. So everybody's trying to lowride right now, bro, and I don't see prices going down. Like before, you would get a hardtop for like 10, 15K, 20K. Now a hardtop's like almost $40,000. Now you try to cop in a convertible, you're paying about $60,000, $70,000. When like before quarantine, you could get one for like 30.
Wow! All through quarantine. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'd be on Facebook Market looking for cars, and then I bring them to LA because they can't sell them in the middle of Kansas or Ohio or Colorado. You bring them to LA now, they fly off the shelf, man.
Damn, it's like dope. Like by the time it hits LA, bro, the
Dude, I
price
ain't
don't
doing
win.
anything illegal, so I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah, we talking about cars, everybody. Whoever, I don't know who's on this Zoom line tuning in, what country listening in, but yo, man, you've been killing it. You just mentioned Facebook Market or whatever. You were actually like in a Facebook campaign. Tell us how that came about.
So when I don't know, for some reason I met somebody at Facebook, and it just kind of led to building a relationship with her, and then they just reached out. They're like, "Yo, we want to do a whole campaign," and then one thing led to another. They tried to hit me with the Facebook Watch Show, and then it led to, you know, being on banners and stuff like that. And it's just, now I'm just kind of like just moving. I'm sure you know, like every platform right now is just. I was just a TikTok ambassador for the app.
What does that mean? What do you have to do?
So before the whole quarantine thing, we basically got to, they chose like, I think it was 11 people who basically, you kind of oversee the app as far as you reach out to other creators if they need any help. You introduce them to managers. You get to do press. So you go in front of press and you talk to them, or reporters. They would have meetups in different states. So like if I went to Hawaii, it was our job to reach out to TikTokers in Hawaii to get together and build a community. So it was all more about like community. And they helped me with brand deals. So I'm getting a lot of brand deals off of TikTok right now. Now they're doing this whole monetization on TikTok, and just
What? So they're gonna monetize TikTok, but I keep hearing they're gonna like get rid of it. How does the monetization work?
Based on views, same thing. But for some reason they raised all this capital and they're spreading it out. I don't really know how the percentages work right now. It just started like literally like the end of this last month in August. So the way I'm looking at it, it's not a lot, but I mean, it's a check. So I'm assuming it's like royalties, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to music. That's how I would
Pretty
put
interesting.
it. Yeah.
Hey, pretty interesting. Cause like 1 minute I'm like, nah, man, TikTok, that's for youngsters. I heard it's owned by China. I heard they're gonna get rid of it. And then like, oh, they monetize it. What? Hold on. What's the how does I changed my tune real quick.
But yeah, man, about taking it down with the whole Donald Trump thing, I don't know. Maybe it's like anything else. When I was on Vine, remember Vine? It was at the top of the mountain, and then it was just like boom, shut down. Then there was Facebook, then they introduced Instagram video, and now we got TikTok, Snapchat, and it's another platform.
And the crazy thing is that some of them don't monetize.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we still got to be on them, right? Because we can use them as tools to promote the other shit.
I've been blessed to stay clean and stay family. You know, when I started, I kind of wanted to let everybody be able to watch it, from the kids to the adults, and I was able to stay clean. So I just work with brands now. They reach out, they see me family friendly. That's what they consider me. And man, you see what Travis Scott is doing with McDonald's, bro? That's crazy.
Yeah. Have you tried that burger yet?
No, I haven't tried it, but I almost wanted to go get one, you know. But it was funny. I saw a video on TikTok today where it was like a Mexican dad. He had gone to McDonald's and he was on the drive-thru and he was like, "Sí, puedo agarrar un quarter pounder," because I guess it's a quarter pounder meal, right? Y las papas y ¿cómo se llama el travieso con el juguete ese travieso? Era el travieso. Oh, el Travis. Sí, ese. El Travis.
Damn, who did that?
Some Mexican dude, I don't know, bro. He was just calling him El Travieso.
Yo, that's pretty funny because I could definitely see that lending itself to like a Mexican type character. It's like, hey, el quarter pounder no viene con bacon. ¿Qué chingados es eso? You know what I mean? Like, Or when he's trying to order with a Sprite, and they're like, "You mean the Travis Scott?" And it's like, "See."
The Sprite.
That's pretty amazing, man. Like you've been dealing with brands for a minute, man. How long ago? When did you jump? What do you call this game, man? The influencer game?
I mean, I like to call it creators because at this point, as you know, like I feel like everybody's an influencer. We all got this person got followers now, that person got followers now, and then now it's considered influence. But I just think I consider myself a creator because I create original content. I got to think about it. I got to go do what I got to do to come up with this idea. I got to shoot it. I got to edit it. I got to act in it. I got to tell people what to do. Put the light here. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's the whole 360. And so I just like to say, I am a creator.
We have a quick question. So seeing as that with your rise on TikTok and all that, has your audience become younger because of it? Or have you always had the younger audience?
Oh man, I think I think it switches because there's times where I feel like Instagram, when like, you know, with the Instagram, Facebook, I feel like it's like 18 to like 35. The Snapchat, I feel like a little older, you know what I'm saying? And now with the TikTok, bro, I've been going, because I've been lowriding with my Impala. I've been going to these cruises and stuff, and it'd be kids, bro, like the parents' kids, and then they're like, I look and I'm like, they're like, oh, it's him. And I look and they're like 8, 9 years old. 10 years old. I'm like, damn, like, I'm over here telling them, like, yo, you can grow up to do whatever you want to do. That's how young they are. So yeah, it's cool to see, man. It's a different audience for sure. Man, they're active on TikTok, bro. They're active on there, so it's cool to see.
Do you feel like your fan base has gotten younger since you jumped into TikTok?
No, it's getting older because I feel like at first it started as, oh, that's for kids. Oh, that's for kids. Lip syncing, talking about. And I think now everybody's like, they're sending each other TikToks. So you'll get the text. You're like, what the hell is this? You open it, and here's this TikTok. You're like, that's funny. Well, how can I share this? Oh, you got to go to TikTok. You're like, oh, okay. And then you open the app, you download it, you open the app, you start swiping. Oh, it's funny. Or they'll give you with some informational stuff of like, you know, how to create, you know, a chair out of this. You're like, oh, that's pretty dope. So now the algorithm starts catching what you like. So you'll be swiping there for like 2-3 hours. And next thing you know, it's midnight. And you're like, damn, TikTok is dope, bro. So I think it's growing. Like the age group is growing, but there's definitely a lot of kids on there. Or I mean, we're not even supposed to use the word kids, but there's a lot of youth, you know.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. I didn't know that. I didn't know there was certain vocab, you know, people being careful.
Yeah, I just gotta be careful, bro, you
know. Yeah, man, my 12-year-old, she be on there all the time. Like, Dad, let's figure out how to do these dances. Like, she be knowing how to do all that shit. And
yeah. I don't know how to do it, but you know, they be on there doing all that.
Yeah, now she's teaching the 2-year-old how to do all this shit.
Bro, it's
I don't know. And now I'm talking to you. Now I'm realizing, like, damn, man, I'm gonna have to get on there.
Hey, if there's one thing you've been able to do, Chingo, is be successful on every platform. So just keep jumping on them, bro.
Man, I don't know, bro. And you know what? It's okay. I'll stay in my lane. I'll play my role. Hey, if I'm just gonna be like the OG and shit, like Too Short and shit. Oh, hey, look out, youngster. You know what I mean? Like fuck it. I'll be E40. I ain't tripping.
So, let me ask you a question. Yeah. At what point do you consider yourself an OG? Like what's the age now? What's the OG?
I be having OG moments. So for instance, you know, the canas, you know, you gotta have the little canas and shit.
You gotta plug them out real quick. Nobody will know.
Hey, lead them hoes in. That's number one. OG moments is like in the music game where I'm collaborating with like some younger producers, younger artists, and they're like, yo, man, when I was in 8th grade, man, you know, whatever, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? People, you know, if they're fans and then they'll have me, I'll get a buzz too. Like, like this youngster out here named Bo Bundy. We did a song and like it got
Yeah,
a couple
I saw Bo Bundy. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so I mean, he's got his fans, he has his buzz, and a lot of kids now know about me thanks to him, and so on and so forth. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I'm, still able to operate, and I'm really grateful for stand up because that shit is fun.
Which, by the way, I got to talk to you about that. I want to be able to try it, bro.
Well, that was gonna be my next question. So when can we see you do some stand up?
Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm scared of bomb, but I hear you got to bomb in order to jump up there. So I think it's a new craft I gotta learn. I'm sure like the craft of being a stand-up and the craft of digital, it's two different worlds. Like I've seen stand-up dudes try to do digital stuff, and it's like, bro, I wasn't funny, God. But you'll see them do stand-up and you're like, damn, that was funny. So it's two different worlds. I mean, I think I could be able to be educated on it and learn it. And it's cool because I remember a long time ago I met, what's his name? What's his name? I can't think of his name right now. But he's a famous comedian. I can't think of his name. If it comes to my mind, I'll tell you. Yeah. But when I met him, I was talking to him, but like, most people when they say comedian, they think when they meet you in person, he's gonna be funny.
Yeah.
And when I heard him talk, Michael Keegan from Key and Peele.
Oh, okay.
So I saw Key, I met him. When I heard him talking, dude, he was like an educated ass dude. He was using big words. I was like, damn, I thought he was a comedian. But it made me realize like some of these comedians are some of the smartest dudes, man. And it's learning when to say a certain joke, when to read and deliver, and certain topics of the way you write it out. Because I always tell people like when I do digital stuff, I look at it as an essay. Not an essay like what's up, fool? Yeah. But like an essay. Come on, Chingo. Be with me. So I look at it as an essay. So it's an intro, it's the body, and it's the conclusion, right? So the intro is like, what's your joke about? And then the body is like your peanut butter and jelly of how you're talking about that joke, and your conclusion is your punch. And then you go right back, if your conclusion refers back to the intro of the joke. So when I tell people like, how do I come up with ideas? It's kind of like, it's an essay. But I don't know when it goes to stand-up, it works the same way? It's a whole different platform of, creating a joke.
Well, I think they're all different forms of storytelling.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to think about all the skits you've done as essays. That's pretty dope because, you have a beginning, middle, end. You're telling a short story. I mean, you've been doing this shit since Vine. So I remember seeing you and Oscar Miranda actually getting to hang with you guys in Fort Worth. You guys came to one of our events, and I saw you on your cell phones. Yeah, Chingo de Mao, the first Chingo de Mao, the original, out there in Fort Worth. I just remember seeing you guys like filming stuff with the phone, and then you were editing, and then it was uploaded, and then we're at Starbucks and people already saw the joke. It's like, hey, good skit. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck is going on? And that's when I had to like it really puts you on your toes. You're like, all right, man, there's a lot of new tools and a lot of new shit going on out there that you're just gonna have to like bite the bullet.
I remember
figure it out.
I remember when we started reminding you, and then like my boy Chico started growing. Remember that?
Say it again.
Reviving. So reviving was when we would reshare your video on our page. Remember?
Yeah. That was major. I was like low-key nervous. I was like, baby, they said they might revive me later tonight. Did they revive you yet? I don't know. I don't want to ask. I'm on their tour bus right now. Like,
we were on your tour bus, bro.
I didn't have a tour bus, but hey, we had a cool event, and
it was fun, bro.
I remember we took y'all to Whataburger.
Oh yeah, Whataburger. That was the first time I ever tried it. They're like, this is better than In-N-Out. We're like, no, hell no. Ain't nothing better than In-N-Out, bro.
Yeah, anytime you have a Cali person, first of all, props to In-N-Out is good, and lately Whataburger has been a little iffy, man, ever since they sold the corporation. But But yeah, anytime you bring a Cali person, and I try not to talk up. I'm getting tongue tied. What a burger, you know? 'Cause I don't want to make it sound like water burger. And usually they're like, it's all right. And then usually Texans are like, what? But yo, so yeah, man, let me know when you want to do stand up. And I know I've always encouraged you because you understand storytelling. You understand how to communicate a joke. You have the right attitude. You have the right work ethic. You know, shit, you got the confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Now, dog, what's up? I'm about to go on your stage without a shirt on, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Shit.
Can I do it?
Shay. But hey, there's another comedian, Bert Kreischer. He does that already. So I don't know. They're gonna think you like.
So is that stealing? Is that stealing, or is that just inspired by? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're slim though. You're slim, so people gonna know. You know, they'll know that other guy. Yeah, but go ahead, Frank.
Also, I know that you do a lot of skits, and you've got it down to a science. Do you plan on going into doing films like comedy movies? Or do you aspire to get into acting?
So as far as like movies, acting, and I think when I first started, that was like the goal, right? I was like, man, I want to become like a Michael Pena, you know what I'm saying? Or I want to be like, just get to a point where I could create a movie like Blood In, Blood Out, and it's out of here, right? But I don't know, man. Like I always tell myself like that's where I want to be, and I feel like that's my next level of doing what I do. But I don't know. It's weird, bro. Like especially in these times right now, it's like I feel like everything now from traditional is going to digital. So I'm like, wait. So should I go out of what I'm doing to traditional to the old way of doing things and do digital, or is traditional going into digital now? Because now you got that movie Mulan and all these movies, Trolls. You got to watch that from home. You got to watch it on a TV. You got to download it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, am I going backwards like that, or am I in the right place? And then I'm gonna be in the right time when it happens, where it's like they come looking for me, like, oh, we need a Latino star that's digital, that has a following, that has XYZ, right? I'm like, hey, I'm right here, you know? Instead of me going out chasing it, going to auditions where like, I don't even know if I'm gonna get it. They probably looked at me like, oh, they didn't even hit record, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just kind of like, I don't know, man. I feel like I got discouraged by certain things where I go out and audition and it's kind of like you never hear back. Where I could have been home creating videos and made money off it. So we'll see, man. I think I'm not taking it out of what I want to do, but I feel like I'm in the right lane.
Yeah, I think the way you described it sounds pretty on point. Like we are seeing Hollywood and traditional media, they're really going through a transformation, especially right now during the lockdown. I mean, I think AMCs are starting to open back up slowly, and I hope they do, because I think they're an investor in the improvs. But yeah, it's like you see it with like Joe Rogan. He went new media. Andrew Schultz. They go to like the new, put the special on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's not necessarily always, go to Showtime or HBO or Netflix. So I think it'll be interesting, man. I think you're in a good spot, and it'll be interesting to see them try to cross over to you.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Because
sounds crazy, but
Yeah, because like I know actors, and that's a whole nother hustle. So that's like, and that like the way you described, like, man, you got to go to auditions, you got to get these callbacks, then you got to do this, and you got to just like not worry about it too much because you got another audition, and like that whole grueling process. I know people that like way back from Philly Brown, like I met a bunch of actors on that set, and I mean, they're all still hustling, doing stuff. Might be a movie here, a commercial there, depending. I mean, shit, Gina Rodriguez came from that camp.
That's crazy to think about. She's on.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
yeah, and she's one of those like rare talents, you know what I mean? Just like even like with Pitbull, it's like, oh, this the homie. We went back, you know, the mixtape days. It's like, but he's such a phenom, you know what I'm saying? Just from business sense and just everything else to where he's gonna play certain cards. He has certain talents, and boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And the rest is,
right there, Doc.
and the rest is history. Carnivore diet.
Yeah. Hey, man.
I heard people don't eat on Tuesdays, brother.
Really? So I'm about to be like, here, what's up? Hey, Mr. Pitbull.
That or he trying to be like you. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll see what time will tell. I mean, I feel like digital is a huge space, especially as a Latino that's just, there's still not a lot of people in the space as, you know, Latino Americans and Hispanic Americans, however you want to call it. But like, I'm like 1 of 10, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's not, it's this huge space where it's like, I wish I could bring other 30, 40 people like, yo, come on, let's go. Because that's how big of a space there is, you know? I read this quote, Nipsey had said something where he was like, I've taught a lot of people, I've taught them how to fish. He goes, there's dudes that learned how to fish with me, there's dudes that didn't learn how to fish with me, and there's dudes that surpassed my level of fishing. But he was like, I taught him the game, and he goes, and he was real, he was 100, and I feel like that's how I feel. Like I've been able to teach other people the game, and they've surpassed me as far as growth, or they just got lost, or then they just didn't learn it. But I feel like it's a game that's, you know, I want to be able to teach everybody.
Well, hey, man, I'm trying to learn the game, man.
Hey,
Shit.
man, I learned from you, bro. Like, it's funny, to this day, Chingo, whenever I use those boots, you stole those from Chingo, man. That's Chingo. Like, dude, I'm going to tag Chingo right now. Hey, Chingo Bling, this fool stole this from you, dog. And I always want to be like, but I got approved by the big homies, yeah. So I'm good, bro. Like, and then, but you know. I mean,
yeah, it's like, if anybody wants to get mad, let Nike get mad at us.
For real.
Not some fool on a keyboard. But real talk though, like, I know the game, you can't just summarize it, but like, what are a few things that you would advise somebody? Like, look, if you're trying to get brand deals and you're trying to make an impact in these platforms.
I feel like there's two hustles with the digital. You could go what I consider ratchet and just open and not giving a damn, smoking weed on your videos and showing big booty girls and doing all the other stuff. You could go that route. You'll grow, fly, right? Fly right up. But how do you make money? How you make money unless you're monetizing, but they get to a point where now YouTube, they're banning certain type of videos that you post. You can't cuss, you can't, you know, use certain things, sexuality, all this other stuff, out of here. Whereas me, like, I just stayed clean. I mean, I grew up in a Christian family, so like for me, it was always about, I'm not gonna cuss. I want my mom to be able to watch it. I want my kids to be able to watch it. And I just stayed the clean route. But it's kind of like you're going up that hill like this. You know, it's a slow grind. But the positives are that these brands, McDonald's, I work with Crickets, Jack in the Boxes, you know, freaking, I can't even, I feel like I work with so many brands. I'm working with Samsung right now, which, by the way, we were talking about how like they're going digital. Samsung is asking me to shoot a commercial for them, because they can't come to my house and do it. But I just stayed the clean route, and all these corporate companies, they're not gonna work with you if you're posting girls that are half naked, or you're posting that, yo, my boner did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's like, it's not gonna pay the bills.
Yo, do you like negotiate your own with these big brands, or do you have like a agent, manager?
I have a manager. I have a manager who manages me. But even when they come to me, they basically email me, and they'll be like, "Hey, you know," most of the time they don't want to tell you who it is. They'll just say like, "Oh, it's a electronics company, right?" And they'll be like, "We have a budget. Are you interested in doing this amount of posts, or can you create 2 videos for X amount of dollars, right? And then I'll be like, yeah, I'm interested. Then they'll be like, what's your rate? And I'll shoot sky high because I know they got money and I know my value. So I'll tell them whatever dollar I feel like is appropriate for that amount of posts. And then they'll respond back because they got to respond back. They're not going to be like, oh, you're too expensive. They'll just be like, they either got the money or, hey, man, this is all we got. So now you could now be like, okay, that's all you got? Well, this is all I can do. Is that an even trade? Yeah or nay? Yeah, okay, let's sign this contract. Have a lawyer read it before I sign it. And then I get started on what I'm doing. And then I check about my exclusivity. How long am I have to do this? Because I might want to work with another fast food restaurant. And you're not signing me till like 20 years that I can't work with a competitor. So it's just, yeah, I think it's levels to it, you know, from manager negotiating to you going back and forth with the manager to the lawyer to back to me to signing, and then me creating, writing an idea, shooting an idea, acting an idea, editing an idea, and delivering an idea.
Jesus Christ. Yo, how do you stay creative, man? How do you keep the ideas flowing?
During quarantine, I'm not gonna lie, man, it's been tough, bro. I feel like I've always been a guy that's been social. I love to meet people. I like to go to the grocery store. I like to meet the guy at the carniceria. You're like, oh, what's up? What are you doing? You know, ¿cómo estás? I start talking in Spanish, and I feel like I get inspiration just from what's going on around me. Right now, I bought a house, what they consider the hood, which I'm in Hawthorne. But I just like to keep myself surrounded with real human beings and people my skin color, and it just keeps me going. So I think just finding inspiration what's around me, but during quarantine, it's been hard, man, because you got the kids on Zoom calls, you got the wifey blow drying her hair, I'm trying to shoot, I can hear that, and it's hard, man, but trying to find inspiration every day just because the bills got to be paid, so I got to keep going.
So we have a question. What is the ultimate goal for you? Like, what does the ultimate look like? Like, what are you after? Like, where do you see it at?
The ultimate goal for me, man, it's funny because I always say I want to retire by like 45. Honestly, I've been using all my money just to dump it into assets. Like right now, these cars, like that I know I can resell for more value. Did this home. I'm getting ready to refinance it so I could go get another one. There's this land behind my house that they can't really sell because it's like in between the houses. And I just bought it because I was like, how much you want? Offered some money, cash. He's like, yeah, take it. So now I got to go get a land server. I got to talk to the city. So I just think like for me, I'm just using all my money into assets and things that are going to bring me cash flow and diversify my ways of being, like being on fucking, what's it called? Robinhood, buying stocks. I've been watching like the Teslas go up and I put money into it. So just, I don't know, man, I'm kind of just living. I'm being smart with my money, putting it in the right places. How long can I do this digital thing? I don't know, man. I'm going to just do it till the wheels fall off,
Well, it's very wise that you say diversify. That is like, I can't emphasize that enough. Not only with the stocks and stuff like that, but just in life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't put all the eggs in one basket.
Yeah. And I'm the type of dude, man, I like to learn. Like, if I see something, like I have a homie who sells golf balls, right? He sells golf balls. So you think about, okay, golf balls. But if you know a set of golf balls is like $50, bro. $50, right? If you go buy it at a store. What he does, he talks to all the Latino homies that work at all the golf courses. He built a relationship with all of them, and he pays them 25 cents a ball. And a lot of these balls are brand new because you know what happens. You hit the ball, oh, it went that way. Where's my ball at? But these fools find it, so they save these golf balls. He buys them at 25 cents, 30 cents a ball, and he goes back on eBay and resells them. And he sells them for like $1 a ball when he got it for 25 cents a ball. And next thing you know what I'm saying? Like, it's stacking up all on eBay and his website. So for me, I just I'm always listening. I'm always down to get my hands dirty. I've been learning about cars. I never knew about cars. So now I can look at a car, look if it's good, how it runs, brakes, radiators, you know what I'm saying?
Damn, all that, bro.
I'm looking
Shit.
at all, yeah, I'm just been learning, bro, because I like to observe and it's bringing money right now. So I'm like, I'm gonna figure this thing out. So
Yeah.
I just think it's just like being humble, being grateful. I treat everybody the same, man. I'm not better than no other man because, man, they could educate me on some stuff. So I just be cool. That's what I always like to say. Just be cool.
Yeah. Well, hey, you got the right attitude, man. When you hit the stand-up scene, you're gonna make a big splash because everything you just said, you know, be grateful, be humble, you know, low key ego, you know, put the ego aside, and then you got the work ethic, and you like to have different hustles. Shit, it's gonna be a natural progression whenever you're ready to come to the dark side.
Hey, man, I might just have to come visit you for a couple of weeks and just sit down. So
Yeah. I mean, or vice versa.
I ain't got corona, bro, so don't worry. I'll put look. I got you.
Hey man, Texas, we ain't scared of that shit.
We got masks
corona.
over here. You know what I'm saying?
I see you repping the Dodgers. Yeah, I see that.
LA.
I was supposed to be in LA for the whole summer.
What happened?
I was Corona. I was scheduled. Yeah, so 10 weeks worth of shows, a whole summer, some shit or other. It's gonna get pushed. But yeah, like we should definitely kick it that way. And we could just chop up game and just kind of like, you know, just hang and kick it with some other homies. And
Yeah. Hey, man, I appreciate you. You educated me early, bro, so I appreciate you. And I'm thankful to be able to call you and just see what's good.
And you know what I tell people sometimes right before I go on stage? I'll like find a homie or something, or whoever's handing me the mic, I'll just be like, hey, I might bomb tonight.
Really?
I swear to God, like I don't do it often, because sometimes I forget to remind myself.
Yeah.
So we just did Waco, and my boy Jay Garcia from HP from Huntington Park, La Pacific, and anyway, he was handing me the mic. He's like, all right, man, give it up for Chingo Bling, and I had my wine and shit. I was like, hey man, I might bomb tonight, and he just looked so confused. He's like, why would you say that? You know what I mean? But it reminded me that it needs to be an organic performance. I need to let loose. Don't let them take over. Anything can happen. Sure enough, people might want to yell some shit, and you got to like know how to handle it. Boom. But yeah, that's a good. Like when I took them acting classes out there in LA, and that was at that school. That was one of their slogans was dare to suck, like dare to bomb.
Yeah.
So,
when's the last time you actually bombed though? Like damn, that was not fun.
Man, I haven't had a show in a while now, but you know,
I guess my next question should be like, how have you been pushing through this whole time? You know what I'm saying? I'm sure like for you, everything was about touring. It was about going to city, and that was your income. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know you've diversified yourself.
Well, yeah. Thankfully, I mean, we were diversifying on some things prior to, like even my music stuff. You know, we're about to release a music project, but that was always something that, even though it was on the back burner, I still had.
I remember that. I remember I was like, Chingo, what's up, man? You're gonna make the music? You're like,
I mean, I didn't really have no reason. I was just like, I'm good, whatever. I'm not really tripping. The old stuff, still the streams or whatever. But the way, to answer your question, like, what was I trying to navigate during the lockdown? Definitely just getting my mind right. Like, just work on stuff that, it's like you're just locked down. So it's like, hey, you're going to have to journal. We've learned that life is uncertain. It's like, hey, we praying, before every meal, we pray as much as we can. Like, just family values, spending time with the kids, also health, health type stuff. We're doing a 30-day cardio challenge, and nothing crazy. It might just be taking the girls for a walk. It might be walking at the mall it might be jumping rope, it might be burpees, it might be sprints. It just varies, right?
Yeah.
But just trying to, like what you're on, man, just positivity, taking care of ourselves. We don't want no diabetes. We don't want no core morbidities, no obesity, like even stress, brother. I heard that stress, man, your cortisol levels go up, the stress hormone goes up, it starts throwing shit out of whack, and it just leads to like diabetes, heart disease, just a bunch of crazy shit.
Bro. You know?
That's why we got to do it. That's why we got to do these health TikToks, brother.
Hey, man, to be honest, I don't know how I did this. Shout out to my wife because she cooks for me every day, and she just tells me, dinner is served, lunch is served, and I just wake up, I drink my shake, and then I go about what I got to do, you know. But thankful, man, and I like myself. I same thing. I just been with family, spending time with family, and learned a lot about myself, man, because it's hard when like sometimes you run away from certain things. Mm-hmm. Especially if you're like a strong procrastinator. You'll be like, oh, I'm gonna go chill here because this. Or, oh, I'm gonna go do this, and then I'll come back and shoot this video, and you know what I'm saying? I'll get it done, but I'm gonna go do this first. But now it's like, yo, you gotta get the job done, and you're just sitting here twirling your fingers like, what am I doing? One thing I was taught was like, as a creator, you never want to overconsume. You want people to overconsume your content and not consume other people's content because, yo, you're losing money as you. I mean, I observe, I like to consume some, but I know when I'm over consuming, where it's like, yo, I'm spending too much time on this phone when I should be creating. So I just try to not over consume, and it's hard. Like right now, I feel like I'm in the zone. I'm back in that grind where it feels good. Like, damn, I just did that in an hour. I shot it, I edited it, boom, out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of just getting myself back in there, but it's, you know, it's like a roller coaster. Hey, Nipsey said it's a marathon, right?
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was trying to get at while I was describing. But yeah, I did have too many eggs in the live touring basket. You know what I mean? So I did have to kind of adjust a little bit. You know, like I said, luckily we got other shit. You know, my wife, I mean, she's a fucking hustler and a half. You know, I got these kids making these tamales too. No, I'm just playing. Everybody got to work, goddammit. But yeah, man, it's definitely one of those moments where you got to, like, you know, look at the man in the mirror and just hold ourselves accountable, how disciplined we are. But yeah, I definitely had my withdrawals of like, man, the airplane just flew by, man. I remember getting on them things and having to go and be in the city and get on stage. And it's like, I ain't been on one of them in a while.
I'm going to be thankful when I jump on one of those, bro. And it's crazy because I'm like 4 minutes from LAX. So when everything was normal, I saw like 50 planes. Like you could see a line. Like you just, a line, bro. Put it this way, if you sit on the left side of the plane, you see my house. So I would see them all coming in. Now you're lucky to see one every 30 minutes. It's crazy. It's crazy. So, I mean, how far away are we from overcoming all this? Time will tell, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We ain't got control.
You can go ahead and put the ending on the jingle.
Cool. All right. Well, shit, Jay, I learned a lot, man. Looking forward to supporting you and everything you have coming out. Let everybody know right now, man, what page you want them to go check out, where to follow you.
At this point, I got to get Chingo on TikTok, so maybe just go follow me on TikTok at Jay Mendoza, but every other platform it's at Jay Mendoza, and Google at Jay Mendoza. It's all good.
Everything. WikiLeaks, Jay Mendoza.
Hey, MySpace. There used to be this thing called Techno for Us. C-Pixel. Remember all that stuff?
Yeah, I remember. I didn't used to get on C-Pixel, but I heard about it.
Yeah. MySpace, all that stuff, bro. Jay Mendoza, bro. I'm still on.
That's what's up, man. Well, I'll definitely be hitting you up, and hopefully we'll be out in LA, or you'll be out in Texas visiting fam, or we could collab and chop it up with some pupusas or something, brother.
Hell yeah. Hey, is it humid out there right now, though?
Extremely.
Not coming right now, but I'll see you soon. Whatever it goes.
Yeah, in the winter.
All right, Chingo, thank you for having me, man.
All right, brother. Peace. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, if y'all could only have heard what we were talking about off mic. But it's your boy Chingo Bling. Thank you guys so much for tuning in right here on CBTV. Another Chingo Bling live. Shout out to my producer,